inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome, as we come to you from Commanders Field here in Landover, Maryland. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And McLaurin, the motion man, right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Ready.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So nothing doing there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. first down carry for Henry. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, Jack. Go.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pass the 60. Seven Pirates.
Daniels looking to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and
he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Go! 19 Lions.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Mustang 19. Tag. Let go.
Now Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Jackson now. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Complete to Zacchaeus. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Okay, ready? Come on, set.
Eckler now between the tackles. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
From the gun on third down, Daniels dancing to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Get up.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Come on, set.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jayden Daniels scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Connecting with Aguilar. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. This ball intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the GG! Hang on the final play. They get the turnover to...